Take a deep breath in and remember, the energy you give to the universe always comes back to you.
Alright, so I just left from going to go see I Know What You Did Last Summer, the 2025 reboot. And I have to say, they actually did exactly what I needed them to do with this movie. So, one thing about I Know What You Did Last Summer, the entire series, if you think about it, it's a lot like Scooby-Doo. The cool thing that I used to do as a kid when I watched Scooby-Doo is try to guess who the killer is, or whoever the villain is in Scooby-Doo. This movie series, I've always tried to do it, and I'm never right. This movie was no exception. So it does actually happen to start 28 years later. But besides that, it basically picks up right where it left off traditionally. We are introduced to the 5 friends, Ava, Danica, Teddy, Milo, and what's that girl's name? And Stevie. All right. So they, during the engagement between Teddy and man, I suck with the names. Teddy and Danica, they see Stevie, and that's their old friend. She's with this girl, and they work for Ray from the first movie. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Freddie Prinze Jr. So they're like, hey, you should come with us. We're going to the spot that we used to always go to for the 4th of July to watch the fireworks. The girl agrees. She's like, all right, yeah, it should be fun. They finally get there, and Tyreek Withers, his character, is high, and he's being obnoxious, and he keeps walking into the middle of the street, messing with the cars. The second car that comes actually falls off of the bridge. They try to save him. He busts out the window, grabs Tyreek Withers, tries to take him with him. He slips out of it. The dude ends up dying, right? They all make a pact. Hey, we won't bring this up. Sound familiar? Exactly. They come up with the pact. Everybody agrees, reluctantly, for 2 of them, which we'll come back to. And they go on about their married lives. We have a 1-year time skip. And we are at the bridal shower of Danica, but this time she is not engaged to Teddy. She's engaged to a different guy. Don't really know his name, doesn't really matter, and you'll see why. At the bridal shower, she gets a gift that is a card that says, I know what you did last summer. And she's like, who the fuck did this? So they finally gather around. She asked who did it. Nobody knows. She's like, I bet it was my ex. They're like, why would he do that? So they go to the yacht to find him. He's not been around for almost a year. Since everything happened, he spiraled out of control. He's been drinking. He's been staying away. He's like, I really don't know who did it, but I need y'all to get the fuck off my yacht, like ASAP. So of course they end up leaving. But he's still visually upset. Like he's confused as well. That girl, her husband or her fiance, Danica, he ends up dying. I'm talking about, like, that's who dies in the beginning of the trailer that I show. He ends up dying, and it's like, reminiscent of what occurred. It's a guy in the Fisherman's Slicker. So they are like kind of panicking. They're like, hey, like, this is what happened. They go to the police. The dude comes and he's like, hey, I hate to hear what happened. And they're kind of like, look, now's not the time. You should probably get out of here. The very next day, who is it? The girl who has the podcast that we are introduced to early in the movie, she is, she gets murdered as well. And it's the same person, but this time Ava sees the person. So, because when Danica's fiance got killed, she didn't see him, but this time they did. She explains to him who it was, and they are like, the whole city is in a rut. Like, they're like, all right, what's going on? Freddie Prinze Jr., Ray, he pulls back up at the city hall meeting, and he's like, y'all know what's going on. Y'all swept what happened to us under the rug for years. Like, we not doing this again. She just said that it was a guy in a slicker, just how it was with us. Y'all not going to ignore this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. And the city is basically like, man, we'll do what we can, but I highly doubt that this is what's going on. Sweeping under the rug yet again. We then go see Julie, which is Jennifer Love Hewitt, and they ask her for help. Well, Ava asked her for help. She says to Ava, you need to find out who is doing this, and you need to beat them to the punch. You need to kill them before they kill you. Do or die, basically. So they end up finding out that the person who is whose car that was is the pastor. So they go to the pastor asking what's going on. It's like kind of weird because he's being all creepy about it and stuff. And they end up leaving. Ava links up with Milo. Milo is one of the friends in the beginning, and they are attempting to have sex. That goes horribly wrong because Milo can't do it. Mentally, he's not there. He's still reeling the depths of everything that's been occurring, plus it possibly tying to the previous year. He's like, I ain't really into this, you know, and he goes outside to take a break. Y'all already know what happens to Milo. We don't see him no more. Done. So we then go, and the friends are still reasonably freaking out. They're like, what's going on? I don't know what to do. Nobody does, right? So then we get to who's next? Oh yeah, so then they're like trying to link up with them. Your boy Tyreek Withers, his character goes to the gym and he calls Milo. He's like, hey, I'm finna go to the gym. I'm trying to get big just in case we gotta fight this dude. Like, you know what I mean? So he doesn't answer the phone, of course, like we know, but they don't. And he goes to the sauna. While in the sauna, it's a person in there. He dozes off. When he wakes up, that person's gone, but the steam on the mirror creates a message that says, you're next. So he goes to the crib following, like, the very same night, and he's drunk. He walks into this, like, cage room because the cage keeps opening and closing by itself, so he walks in to see what's going on. Man, the killer is right here in front of him. His drunk ass don't even know it. He don't even know it. So I'm like, I'm thinking when you see it, you think he's the killer because it's showing the body like it looks like a mannequin. Like a mannequin is wearing the costume that's killing people, the slicker. So I'm thinking it's him. I'm like, I knew it. I knew this was the killer. Man, it's not. It's a real person. Ends up killing him. So he wins the fight temporarily, and he's running to try to go tell his dad what's going on, but he's losing too much blood. So he's crawling up. He ends up getting killed. The dad comes outside after hearing the doorbell. When he comes outside, he sees that his son is right there, like he's dying, and the slicker comes out, gets him too. So now the next day, it's like, all right, like this is enough. Like this is what's going on. Everybody's perishing. The person who is behind this has to be the pastor. So they go raid the pastor. Get there, that man's done for. He's done. So now I'm like, all right, if it ain't the pastor and it ain't Tyreek Withers, then who is it? It's got to be the girl that worked for the pastor as well, because she was there when they came and confronted him the first time. Man, I tell y'all, still twisting. So they end up getting on the when they end up hanging Tyreek Withers and his dad, public display, and Freddie Prinze Jr. Ray comes out and he's like, hey, y'all gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. Like, it's time for y'all to go. Like, now. Y'all gotta go. So they leave. Stevie, Ava, Danica, 3 girls. They gone. The dude's already died, right? Man, tell me why Julie watching the newscast of everybody who died, and it's talking about the story of Ray and the girl. And they like, the girl can't be doing this by herself. But it turns out, man, she's the killer. One of the killers. So she out here trying to kill the 2 girls. She ends up, Ray ends up finding a boat, and he hops onto their yacht, and he's trying to save Danica, because she's being in a chokehold with the hook right to her neck. And he's like, hey, let her go, Stevie. You could have came to me. Like, you don't got to do this. She ends up killing Danica, supposedly, pushes her off the boat. He has no choice. He shoots her right off of the boat. So both of them gone, right? So now you got Ray, Julie, and Ava. The only ones left. The only ones left. Julie is watching the theater. I mean, not the theater, the newscast, like I said earlier, and she realizes that girl's not doing it by herself. But who else is it? Tell me why, y'all. After 28 long years, this man Ray is also a killer. Julie pulls up, tries to fight him off, and while he's about to kill her, Ava ends up getting him first, right? So he's done. But before he dies, he tells them the only reason why he's doing this is because they kept sweeping the story under the rug and he wanted to make the town remember. Why, bro? Like, let it go. Like, let it go. We know what you went through. Why are you doing all of this to do it? To mess with the city, bro? So that's literally the only gripe I have with the movie is like, it didn't make much sense for him to do it. I don't think anybody would be that upset about that. Now, the girl, Stevie, I understand why she did it because they took away Sam, the dude who they killed at the beginning. He was on his way to help her because he thought she was going to relapse because they was in rehab together. All he was trying to do was help her. That was like her best friend, maybe even a lover. It was kind of insinuated it could have been a lover. So she had reason. I don't think Freddie Prinze Jr. or Ray had a reason. That's the only gripes I have about it. But it does end with them saying that Stevie's still alive, so she didn't die. I think Ray is done for real. I really do think he's done. If he's not, then cool. But there definitely will be a number 2. It was a kind of like a post-credit scene at the end where Julie goes to Carla, Brandy, from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And she's like, she shows her a letter that she got in the mail. The letter is a picture of Julie and Carla with an X across Carla's face. Carla responds, so who we got to fuck up this time? And I'm like, all right, cool. So me personally, I did take a look at some of the reviews before I went to go see the movie, and it was saying 36 on Rotten Tomatoes. I could not disagree like less. Like, honestly, I would give it about a 7. Like, just me being honest, that's my rating. Tell me what y'all think though. And in the meantime, we're gonna leave this one in the review, but I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.